And so here we are back with another tiny home build for you today. This time, I really want to take on something modern, and it got me thinking, can I build a townhouse that is very modern, but also in the micro home category, which is only 32 tiles. This might prove to be a little bit of a challenge, but it's Tuesday, and I am up for that challenge. So what we're going to do is get on over to the world of Newcrest, and we're going to make a start on this little modern micro townhouse. And here we are, my loves, in the world of Newcrest, as I said, on a 20 by 15 lot, as I also said. And this is where we're going to be building the little modern micro mini money townhouse. No idea what that was, but we're going to continue on anyway. So we are looking up to the sky for some reason. We have got 32 tiles to count here. I am hoping that I can go no wider than 3 tiles on the front. That is very small. I don't know how far we can go back. Let me just count this. So that would be 15. So I could do 15 and 15, but then I'd only have 2 tiles to play around with on the outside. I kind of want to do some kind of balcony sort of area. So if I shorten that down, oh, that is very tiny. That is definitely going to be a difficult thing to furnish, but we're going to try anyway. Yes, we are indeed. And then if I can do that on top, what is that taking us to? 24 tiles. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is extend out the back area because I do need to put a bathroom in as well. That brings us to 27, and then we've got 3 up here. So we could have 5 tiles. That doesn't really make sense for a balcony, to be honest with you. I think we're going to have to skip over the idea of having a bigger balcony. So I've drawn it by 5 by 3. So that's 30 tiles that we've placed. And then we've got 2 tiles more to use. So my thoughts were, why don't we build it out this way? There's our 32 tiles. And that could possibly be our bathroom. I might try and make the bathroom as small as possible by doing something like that. Now, the only way they're going to be able to get up to here is via ladder. We're not putting stairs in here. It's not the one. So it's a laddered townhouse today. I'm just going to put a white one in to begin with, and then we can always change it around to something else once we get to that part. So yeah, definitely up to there. I'm definitely feeling a single bed in here. We do have a little balcony area there, which I might have to just manually place some fences so it doesn't count that as more tiles at the top there. Look at how slim she is. Oh, she's looking very gorgeous. Yes, indeed. So what I'm going to do with the top bit is manually place. I think we should go maybe that height just to make it look a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 1 there, 3 by 5, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. And then what I can do is drag these up to here, place these manually. And then what happens with that? Well, we all know that by now. It doesn't count it as a room because we've manually placed it. I think manually is going to be the word of today by the looks of things. I mean, it's very boring. It's a little oblong, a little rectangle, but I think we can make this work. I really do. Don't really know what tiles and stuff I want to go for just yet. I mean, wallpapers. I don't know what wallpapers I want to use on this. And the same with windows as well. So we haven't really got a floor plan going because there's not going to be much of a floor plan, to be honest with you. I think what we should do is maybe try and put the kitchen down on this side here. The door's going to go maybe on this side. So I'm going to need to try and squeeze in a sofa somewhere here. And I'm going to have to try and coincide the two and have the TV or whatever on the side of the wall here along with the kitchen. And then upstairs is just going to be a nice bedroom. We'll be able to fit a single bed up here as well as a wardrobe. If you heard noises in the background, Daisy was sneezing then. She was sneezing herself off. She really was. But yeah, I think we can make this work. I really do. So we need to make this pretty. I need to pick some wallpapers and some windows. So here we go. We're using this lovely door from Growing Together. And I'm going to put it there because it kind of sits in the middle there nicely. So I still think once we've got like a sofa and stuff here, that door's going to open quite easily there. I could probably even squeeze in a bookcase maybe there. Let's hope. Let's cross our fingers and tie our tuppences. I think that's going to be a nice little shot there. And then I was playing around with this window. And I kind of like the window off-center as well. So it kind of like rests right above the door. I just think it balances it out quite nicely. And then I also got thinking, these would be great as like row homes, townhouses, as they should be. So I'm not going to put any windows on the sides. So if you do download this lot, you can put them side by side right next to each other and have multiple people living on the same lot. I just think that'd be a really clever little touch. It really would. Now I've already put up the balcony piece here. So it's just a nice glass piece. I even toyed with the idea of having a ladder here because I'm not going to have any access out from the back area at all. Main reasons being a ladder in the way and a bathroom. It doesn't really work. And I can't really get a door in here. I could probably try. I'll see what happens with that. It depends on how much the space the kitchen's going to take up. And the kitchen's going to take the forefront for the minute. Haven't chose a window for the bathroom just yet, but I have chose a lovely little door from the bedroom area, which again, I think is a nice placement as well, because this whole area here is just access these 3 tiles, leaving us quite a nice big bit of room. Well, not big, but a nice bit of room to be able to put a single bed and also a wardrobe and stuff. So that's what we're going to do. And then color choices. This is what I've decided to do. I'm going to do this wooden siding all the way at the bottom area of the actual build. And then I really wanted to complement that kind of like orangey tone in the wood with this lovely like sky sort of soft blue. I think that looks really nice on there. And then I'm going to do it around here on all of these pieces and pop it right up there too, just like that. And we're going to go for a very eco-friendly vibe here. So I think what I want to do as well is put up like solar panels and stuff up onto the roof. So it's very technologically advanced, this house. Yes, it is. So maybe just one would do. If I could do, I could do 2. Oh, but then I could do a skylight. Let's do a skylight instead. Yeah, I'm going to do the solar panel there. And then I'm going to do the skylight right next to it. So it kind of, you get the best of both worlds there with that. That's a touch and a half that, as far as I'm concerned. Get as much natural light into this little place as possible. And because, as I said, I want these to all sit next to each other, I am going to play around with the garden shape as well. So I'm going to do a very long garden out the back, and also a short little sort of small front garden too. Don't know whether to do half walls or a fence itself. Let's see what I can find. So this is what we're going to do. Trialed this fence here in the beginning, and to be fair, it does look nice. I just think the white's throwing me off. We're going a little bit darker with this townhouse. This townhouse. And I don't think it works. So what I tried instead was just doing a half wall like this. Let's get the half wall out. And what we're going to do, draw you into there. Draw you into there, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then pop that one in there as well. And I've put the fence or the gate offset. I just think it looks better like that. And I've gone for this stone. Not really used this stone on much, but I think it really works well with this place. I am going to trial a blue trim just to see if I can bring in a little bit more of that look. Can we have a nice stone wall? There we are. This blue. Let me just see what that would look like here. Oh, actually, I do like that. It matches in with that gate really nicely. Yes. Yeah, I think that's the ticket. And then they've got a lovely little front garden area here now as well, which I really like. Now, towards the back, I want to do a big long garden. Tried the modern fence that came with that patio pack, but it just didn't look right. The colour was off. So I think this bamboo one's going to look really nice with it instead. And it does. It looks stunning. So I'm going to do you to there, and then I'm going to do you. I meant to copy that, you silly bum. Bring one in there, and then drag that one over to there as well. And then how many grid spaces we got there? It looks like a 3. Of course it's the 3, Aiden. It's the same width for the house. Honestly, for goodness sake. And if I do another 3 there, bring you over to there. Nice high fence, private garden. Very eco again, going with the bamboo fencing. I just think it's going to work quite nicely. So as much as this is a tiny little micro home, it's got quite a nice plot, really. It's very long, very skinny, but I think it will work. Yes, gorgeous. Need to pick a texture up on top of this roof area. I might go for a living roof, actually. Just again to bring in a bit more of that eco kind of vibe. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. No, I think I'm going to go for this one here from the Desert Luxe pack instead. Yes, we'll do that one. Stunning. Okay, well, that is the basic kind of footprint of the whole house, really. I think this is going to work swimmingly. I would love to see some row of these. Once we get to the end, I'll put a couple of others next to them, just so it kind of gives it that feeling. But what we do need now is some more details for the front of this house. First off, let's connect the house in with the pavement there. I'm going to do a row of them actually, just so we can get that vibe coming across like that. Beautiful. And being an eco-friendly house, maybe some kind of hedge here with even like an ivy trellis. Let's get that one in first. I could go for the actual tall. No, maybe tall's going to be a bit too much. Yeah, that's a bit too excessive, Aiden. Let's take it down a notch, please. I think that could work, but I think I want to change the colour of that as well. Go for the yes. In fact, the white did kind of help actually, because it kind of pulls in from the gate there, doesn't it? I might do that instead. All right, kind of feeling that. I'm going to trial a white trim at the top as well, just to see. It might not work. I might have to go for an inlaid one actually. Yeah, that kind of imbalances it a little bit in my eye. The inlaid one's not too bad either. Actually, I do kind of like that. Yeah, I think we should do that. Just bring another little white band up there once again, just to bring a bit of white onto the build. Okay, yeah, feeling it. Lovely. So what I need to figure out now is a hedge to go in here and some kind of walkway up to the actual front door area itself. But before we do that, I've been thinking about a mailbox, and that one's the only modern one really. This one here would have been the one I would have went for, but there's nothing to rest it on. But I've also had an idea. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to trial it now together. Let's hope for the best. So what I was thinking was adding 2 walls here, bringing them in and putting them in manually. I mean, I didn't need to bring out that other second wall. And then maybe that can add as a little bit of privacy from the house next door. And then what I could do is this and this on either side. Come on top here. Get in a smaller little half wall just underneath of those areas. And match them in with the stone that we've used, including the blue stone wall trim. So far, I'm not enjoying it. I'm not liking it. But wondering if I could use this. Get out of 3. I don't know if I can drag this up here. Oh, I can, look. Oh, no, it's not going to go up there. I'm going to have to do it here instead. And then dragging this over, rotating it, and just putting it there just to connect it in at the top. I don't like it. The reason I did that is because I thought I would be able to put a mailbox off to the side here now. But I just don't like the look that it gives off there. So we're going to ignore that, but I just wanted to show you a different idea that I had. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Now, I definitely don't think this is going to work, because I know once you put a mailbox up to the edge of the lot like that, and especially if it's in something like that, it's not going to work, but we're going to do it anyway. Shh. Shh. You might have to move that when you download it. And that's how I'm sticking with it, darlings. It really is. So out the front here, I want something really like a nice modern tile to lead up to the door. Maybe something like this, actually. What would the blue look like? Is it going to be too much blue? Let me see. I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Let me just see what the greyish tone would look like instead. I think I prefer the grey tone. We'll go with that. Lovely. And then I'll just put in the soil underneath of where that hedge is too. Yeah, that is a very smart looking little modern house from the front anyway. But what I do need to do is get out a nice bit of lighting. And I'm going to use this one from Seasons. Is it from Seasons? Yeah. From Seasons, just because it not only does it give a little bit of architectural detail, but I just think it looks nice there. Smashing. Oh, that's very cute. I'm happy with that. Okay, so we need a little cheeky welcome mat at the front here. So I think I'm just going to use something very plain and put it right by the front door there. Just like that. Oh, yeah. And I think that is exactly how I want the front of the exterior. I don't want anything else doing to it. I even trialed changing the roof colour up here to the blue or the trim, but I think the brown just sets in a bit more of the brown up there. So that is indeed what I'm going to do. Right, we're around to this way now. So first things first, I need to find a nice window for the bathroom. And just so we can get as much natural light in as possible, but still keeping it nice and private, I'm going to put this up very high so it kind of floods at the top of where the bathroom area is going to be. And so we can actually get access out into the back garden area itself. I've moved the ladder off to the side, which still gives us that kind of like space up here. But there, architecturally not viable, definitely not. Glass door, ladder, it would hit it, it wouldn't work. But because this is The Sims, I'm going to forgive it and just let it be. I think that should work quite nicely. It has, however, shortened down the size of the kitchen we can use here. So we're going to need to be very careful of what we place there. But I still think that's going to work. I'm sure The Sims, they would be able to use the ladder and the door. I will play test it, of course. Things might have to change. So for the garden area itself, I think I'm going to use that same patio little number. Get a nice patio going in, but I would love a little grassy area here as well. Or even a pool. I mean, you could mix it up. I think I'm going to go for a pool here. I'm going to do a pool on that part. And flop down a reasonable sized pool at the end of the garden there. Oh, she's smashing. Yes. And let's go for that colour trim at the end. Oh, I think that's going to work rather deliciously, to be honest. So I want this garden to have as many things in it as possible. So it has got a pool. I'd love a barbecue. I'd love some kind of dining space as well. And I'd also love some kind of area where they can grow some produce. So let's get all of that out and put it around. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to flop up a couple of these little vertical planters and I'm going to put them right in front of this. Again, it covers the window, but it's still going to allow natural light in. And it adds to privacy, you know? So I'm kind of feeling that idea. I'm going to put a barbecue in, a full barbecue, a posh barbecue. I'm going to flop you to around about there. Because I like this one here because it looks like it's got a bin. And it also looks like it's got a mini fridge as well. And speaking of bins, I'm not going to do an outside bin. I'm going to do one of those bins that eats the recycling. Eco-friendly once again, darlings. I'm going to put in this little pool ladder. And then I'm going to do one around about there and one there. I wanted them further in, but for some reason, these fences have got snap points to them. What is that about? No idea. But that's the way that they built that for some reason. And then I wanted to get a dining area in, but I didn't want to go for just a normal table. So I've gone for a high kind of glass table with bar stools. Just to add a little bit of modern into the place, which I think is going to work quite nicely. Lighting down at this area, I'm going to put in this spotlight just over the back door area there. And then up on the balcony, where I have already chosen I've already put them up there as well. I've chosen the flooring. I've put the same lights by the pool there. And then I thought just having a little cheeky chair out here would be fine as well. The door opens from this way and slides in, so they'll still be able to get out there really easily. And they'll be able to come out and sit down and watch the world go by, you know? So I'm kind of vibing with that. That's cute. Yes, I'm into it. Look at it. Look at the little number. I'm very much for that. I have forgot one thing, however, and that is some pool lights. So I'm just going to dot them around quite close to the surface. Is that too close to the surface? No, that's fine. Do one there. One at the other end as well. There. And then I'm going to do one in the middle of each, if I can get the spacing just right. So it's there. Size you down. I'm going to size them down one more, actually. I just think they're a little bit too chunky. Oh, goodbye. And then this one here. And then another one on the other side, please, Carol. If I can do you to there, then plop you into there like that. Also, my loves, 2 videos coming from me today. I have a video over on my other channel coming out today. And then it's this one here too. So if you want to head on over, I walked 20 miles from my hometown to a wonderful town in Tavistock. I made friends with a squirrel. It was lovely. Through moorlands and forests. It was a really nice 20-mile walk. So that is probably up as I'm speaking, actually, to be honest. Now this is nice, but I'm just wondering, can I find anything here that would act as a bit of shelter above this area? Does this one come in any other colours now? No, that one there doesn't actually look too bad. Oh, I don't hate that. I haven't used this in a hot titty minute, my loves. I think that could work. Let's see. We'll see what happens there. The only other one I can really think of is probably this one here, which is just a little bit more modern than the rest of them. I don't hate that either. Let me see you. Maybe up a bit higher. Let me just try it one more height. No, that takes away the modern feel, I think. I'm going to stick with that one. Yeah, I'm going to do it, darlings. I really am. I didn't want to do any lighting up here either because we've got the spotlights there. So That's not too bad. I'm happy with how that has came out. I really am. Very modern, very demure, very mindful. I can't stop saying that. I don't know why, because it's got to that point where it's irritating me now. But I cannot stop saying it. It's just something I'm doing at the minute. So we're into the interiors. We are into the interior. We're going to start down here, obviously. I'm really hoping this door works. Before I make a start on the interiors, I'm going to pull a sim in and just player test this little area here, just to make sure that it does work. And then we can actually make a start. Okay, here we go. I like this floor plan that I came up with. I think it's going to work really nicely for a single sim, which in turn has made me realize that we can't really have a two-seater sofa in here, because I wanted other elements, including somewhere for them to be able to sit down and eat. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put the dining table right up to where their little mini sofa area is. I'm going to do some storage above it. Now, I know they probably won't be able to get and use these books, but I am going to bring a bookcase in anyway, so they have got the option to be able to just go here and use them. They might be able to use these. I don't really know if they can reach up and grab them. They should be able to. No idea, though. The answer is who the hell knows, to be honest. And then what I did was connect them through, so I do need to move them slightly. So they were about here then. Let me see this. I don't want Sims to bang their head, so maybe actually, can I put that up even higher, like there? What would that? No, that looks stupid, Aiden. I think around about there would be better. Will the sim hit their head there? They should be fine if they're not a tall sim. So maybe I'll whiffle up even a bit higher. And then what I did was connecting another shelf over on this side. I think this was in a little bit more there because it kind of connected through kind of perfectly. That's how it was. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. So then there's kind of more areas for storage. This is a very tiny micro home. And then what I'm going to do is plop this in. Now this is semi-floating at the minute, so I'm going to move it down. Minus 0.05 worked perfectly. And I just love that little setup there. I also brought in a little area for them to be able to control the temperature of the house. And I'm going to put some umbrellas down here as well. It's going to be all singing, all dancing in here. And then I put books in there, obviously, and then some music. So somewhere where they can listen to some music in here too. So they're all catered on that front as well. And now over to the kitchen. So this is what we did. We flopped you into here, into that corner. We brought in the mini fridge and oven combo that kind of sits up on the worktop area itself. Lovely. Or counter space, whatever you want to call it. And then what I did was I had to manually move in this into the fridge. I think that's fine, actually. I think that will work. And then I put on this little corner piece just on the end like that. Snaps in gorgeously. And then the new bin of dreams, I think, should be able to work in there perfectly. And this system here should be okay. I mean, they're all a bit close. It's not viable in an interior design terms, but I'm going to go with it anyway. And then there's enough storage as we can possibly muster. So what I did was do 2 of those cupboards. And then I did 2 of the smaller ones, which connected into there and there. And I think that just fits in there perfectly as well. Do you know what I mean? Now, I didn't put up anything up on the sides here because I just want this to be free of anything. And the reason I didn't put anything up here is because, where are you little shit? This is a bit of an odd space to put a TV, but it's a TV that kind of looks like a bit of art anyway. And then it's like directly in front of where that sofa area is. So they can watch whatever they want on their TV, even when they're cooking if they want, you know. And I just thought that worked really nicely. Still got this nice flow through that happens from the front to the back of the house. And I think it's going to work. Fingers crossed that it all does work. But I even put a dishwasher in as well. Do you know what I mean? All singing, all dancing in this place. It really is. So into the bathroom area itself, I think we'll make a start on it together. What I'm thinking, because this door's going to open and it's going to go around here, I think this should be the spot for the toilet. So I'm going to do one of those fancy schmancy Japanese toilets and flop you right in as far as I can go. And then I don't have to do no toilet roll because this cleans your bum for you, as it should be. Yeah, lovely job. So this is going to be, well, it's definitely going to be a wet room. But I think what I want to do is use... Oh, I haven't used this in a house yet. No, I want to stick with something that looks like it's got a little bit more going on with it. Like this looks like it's got a mirror and everything on here. So I'm going to stick with that, darken it down to that there. And then in turn, it's going to leave us enough room, hopefully, to be able to put a desk. A desk? A desk. Yes, we'll go with that. Why not a desk in the bathroom, you know? A desk in here. A desk. I said it again. Aiden, it's time to leave. It really is. Yeah, I think that could work. What would happen if I did that around there instead? No, I think I preferred it on that wall. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we need a mirror that looks like it's kind of got some storage behind it, but it's still modern. Can we use you in here? Ooh, that one does work. The wood tone's a little bit off, but I think I'm going to forgive it. Oh, that matches in. Wondering if I should do that other wood tone in here. Do you know what I'm going to? I'm going to lighten up the wood tones. There we are. And same with you as well, my darling. There we are. Beautiful. There. Bob's your uncle, loves. He really is. He really is today. The only problem is I don't really have a space to hang a towel. So I think what I'm going to use is this. As far away from the toilet as possible. I'm going to pop you just there. So it kind of looks like... In fact, I'm going to do you higher. So you're even more higher away from the toilet. So at least you've got an area there where you can store your towel and whatnot. Getting natural lighting, got everything you're going to need. Storage under there, storage up there. That's worked out rather beautifully. It really has. Okay. Again, I will player test it to make it work, make sure it works. But what we're doing is moving up into the bedroom area now. So I need to find a good bed. So the boudoir. I've already put up some plants using the 9 key. It always annoys me that this window here has not got any snap points on it. Like, that was a missed opportunity for this window, it really was. Other than that, I love that window. I will always love that window. But, just saying, improvements need to be made. I'm going to go for a double bed. I know I said I was only going to go for a single bed, but I think we can get past with using a double bed. So if you have got a couple of Sims who want to live here, then they can. They will have to shuffle and move inwards, but I think that would work. Lovely. And then I've done something here, like a little window seat that almost, I'm going to make it look like it's kind of built into the bed area itself. And then it looks like it's got storage underneath of it too. And I just thought that was a nice little touch. So you can sit in the bay window, read a book. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, you know. I'm going to put up a little clock above the bed here, like this. That's to tell the time, that. And a wardrobe. In the beginning, I was going to put the wardrobe here, like in front of the bed. But I just didn't like... I don't hate it, but I figured out a better way. So I'm going to put the wardrobe here, which in turn leaves enough room grid-wise. Oh, actually, I'm going to move you back just... I'm going to take you right to the edge of the grid, if that's all right, my darling. So in space sort of terms, the Sim should be able to get up there quite easily and get past here easily too. I am going to put a mirror over on this side here so you can see what you're wearing, and you can also watch yourself get up to naughties in that bedroom. A rug underneath of all of these. So I'm going to pop you to around about there like this. And then I'm going to use this little stool and just flop it just at the end of the bed here like that. You know, just in case you need to sit down and put socks on. And then I was like, they're going to need more storage. So what I've decided to do is use these cupboards and skirt them up to the ceiling and just bring 4 of them all the way down like that. So it looks like they can store a lot more pieces of clothing and stuff. Oh, God, look at that. A lot more clothing than what they have got, you know? I might move it down just a little bit because it's kind of skirting into that skylight a little bit as well. And I don't want that. And I'm also going to colour the ceilings a different colour as well because I don't like how the ceilings are looking. There we are. That is a bit better. Yes, gone for the same flooring on the ceiling. And yeah, I'm kind of into it. It's making me want to move that skylight across. I think I'm going to do it, which in turn I'm going to move this across here just so it matches on top as well. I'm just going to move it just across to there, and then it will help out just be a bit streamlined a little bit. And then it all kind of goes in line up here, doesn't it? Over to one side. I meant to do that. I did. I absolutely meant to do it. I think just to finish off, because this wall looked a little bit bare along here, I might try and put something up there. I'm just going to put a single painting up there. And I think that will just add a little bit more detail onto that, won't it? Yes. Now, is there anything that's missing? We've got a fridge. We probably need to get a smoke alarm in here as well. So let's do that. And I'll put the smoke alarm maybe just above the bathroom. There. Beautiful. I think we're done. I think we are done with this tiny little modern townhouse. So before the video tour, I'm just going to copy everything over and put a couple more or one more on each side just to see how it looks in a row, and maybe change up the wallpapers a little bit, and then we'll have a little tour around together. And there, I've just copied a few over right next door to each other. I mean, I've gone for some garish colours so you can kind of see the difference between each one, but you could make up your own if you wanted. But I've got 4 of these on a 20 by 15 lot with big back gardens. That is not too bad at all. You could do a whole big area of them. So get them off the gallery. The choice is yours, darlings. Now, I accidentally did change the one that we've done to a yellow, but don't worry, I have saved the blue one to upload to the gallery for you lovelies. We're going to have a little tour around. So here is the little tiny micro modern townhouse. So tiny little front garden area here. Straight in through the front door you come, and then you're smack bang in your living area. So we've got a fully fledged kitchen, dishwasher, oven, the lot, sink. What more can be said? We've then got a little area over here, some skill building stuff, a bookcase, a little area to sit down and read or watch your TV in there like that. And then you come through into this door. You've got yourself a little bathroom. You've got everything that you're going to need to keep yourselves clean, with natural light coming in. You come out through the back garden area and you've got yourself a barbecue, place to grow some bits and bobs. An area to come and sit outside as well if you've got guests, and a small little plunge pool in this area as well. And that's the back of the house up there with balconies. Gorgeous, gorgeous things. So come through, and then we go up to the ladder. I can't speak today. And then we've got ourselves a double bedroom here, loves. Very much natural light coming in. I'm going to pretend all of the windows have got those blinds that you can just press the button and it shuts it down. Blackout blinds everywhere. Wardrobe, mirror on that side, skylight, more storage at the top, and then it wraps around to some glass slidey doors that take you out onto your little balcony area overlooking all of the gardens. You know, not too bad at all. I think that came out quite nicely. It very much did indeed. But that's it, my darlings. We're done for today with our little tiny home. I'm definitely going to be carrying on with the series. I love building me some tiny homes, but I'm also going to be starting Tiny Town in the coming weeks as well. Once we're finished with our Lustruck playthrough, we've probably got 2 more parts of that left completely, and then I'm going to start up with that Tiny Town challenge, because it's got all of that building element to it. It's just something I really want to do. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, my darlings. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Leave me some lovely comments, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye.